Alright, welcome back to the Space Luchador program. Today's topic, men's behavior in relationship. Why this? Well, because it's trending, right? So there's something to the zeitgeist. I'm going to go ahead and tackle this one, which is, again, like I always say, it's really simple. It really is. It's hard to explain and hard to do everything that I say, right? But let's go ahead and tackle it, right? Because that's what I do. I tackle the hard ones. So men's behavior, right, in relationship is actually the actual problem. It's all about your behavior. Specifically, if you're a man, your behavior dictates everything. The outcome, the result, the situation, all of it. It all falls under your behavior. Now, this thing we all call game is one of those, right? It all falls down to what you say, the words that you use, and ultimately, right, your behavior. Because you can say everything under the sun, but your behavior shows everything. That's the point, right? So anyways, I got a video. Here it is, and I'm going to show you what I mean, and hopefully I don't make the video too damn long. So let's go ahead and jump in. Let's see if I could explain this better than she can. But what I really want to show you is not just that. I want to show you how to connect the dots, right? What I mean, how I mean it, and why this is important, why this is actually the only thing you really need to learn, right, in this situation of dating and all that. Anyways, go ahead. Jump in.
If I were a man and if I wanted my dream girl, I wouldn't chase her, I wouldn't try to impress her, and I would sure as heck not over-explain myself, negotiate attraction, or beg for any type of her attention. I would make her feel something that she cannot get anywhere else. Because why? Women don't fall for men that they understand. Women fall for men that they feel. And
Exactly. Now, before we attack the feeling part, because everybody gets that one wrong and overlooks it every single time, understand that everything she said in the beginning is the outcome of your behavior. Everything she said not to do is everything guys do every single day, right? That's your behavior. Chasing, begging, pleading, crying, negotiating, thinking that you're right, thinking you can talk your way out. All that shit that she just mentioned, right, falls into the behavior category of what a man does not do. That's what you must understand. And that's how simple it really, really is. But again, that's the one thing that everybody overlooks. They never connect the dots. But here at the Space Digital program, I'm connecting them for you. So there you go. Now she's going to talk about the feeling part. But understand what I'm saying is the actual gears of how this works, right? So let's go ahead and continue. And then I'll fill in the rest.
today, I'm going to show you, step by step, as a woman, how men get the girl that they want and how most men sabotage themselves without even realizing it.
What did I just say? Your behavior sabotages all of that.
Chapter 1, build the polarity first.
All right. Chapter 1, polarity. Understand. All your feelings, yours, don't matter. 2, the fact that I said that and you don't like that, already eliminated out of the game. You must understand this. It's all about polarity. It's not about equalness. It's not about negotiating or communicating or let her choose you or you choose her. It doesn't matter. That's what she's literally telling you, just as I am telling you here right now. And I've been saying it in all of my videos. All of them. It's literally just the polarity. You understand? If she goes up, you go down. If she goes left, you go right. Period. That's it. It ain't hard. It really ain't. It's the understanding of it, and then eventually the execution. That's hard. You understand? That's the hardest thing of them all. Because when she goes left, all of your little dumbass feelings are telling you, go ahead, follow her. Don't let her go. When you knew the answer all along, because I've been telling you all along, you go right. Polarity. Anyways, there you go. You're welcome for that answer. Now let's continue.
Women don't fall for men who feel like they're emotional peers. They fall
What did I say?
for the man who creates the polarity, masculine direction against feminine emotion.
What did I just say again?
Think of a woman on a date with two men. Man A mirrors her energy completely. He asks what she wants, agrees
Loser.
with everything she says, over smiles, and tries to just be nice. Man B orders confidently, leads the conversation, stays relaxed and composed, and does not fill the silence with nervous talking. Guess which one she feels drawn to? Women do not choose comfort. They choose charge. That's
What did I just say? And I dare say they do not choose at all, which again is controversial. And we'll get to that later because, it's one of those. And while that is literally the answer, there it is. All right. I'm not going to get into that because, again, a lot of damn haters and shit and everybody else that might not like it might unsubscribe. But anyways, there you go. And that's why a lot of them don't subscribe because they hate the fact of what I just said right there. I dare say, and I'll say it again, they do not choose at all. Understand that, and then you may not like it, but that is what it is. She's telling you right there. A woman herself is telling you, right? What they say, what is that? The loud or the little thing out loud or whatever the fuck. Right? Anyways, let's continue.
spark where she feels very feminine next to your masculine energy. Nice isn't attractive. Safety is attractive. And attraction is built on contrast. Chapter 2, Stop Living for Women.
There it is. Chapter 2, the paradox. Now, how many times have I said this in all of my videos as well? The paradox. It's like all these work, including myself, the Space Luchador program, my channel, my words, and everything that I am telling you, your investment in this video, your attention, right? You are trying to learn all of this for the sake of catching a woman or getting a woman. And here is this woman telling you, do not live to get a woman. So understand the paradox of what I'm telling you, right? I'm telling you, it takes all this work, effort, right? And brain power and skill and all of this that could only be built up by living it, breathing and eating it. You understand? And here she is telling you that you can't do all that to ultimately catch or get the woman that you want. So understand, it is indeed a paradox. You can't have one without the other. So there you go. Now, I do have all the answers. And people don't like that to hear that either. Who the hell made you the guy? Why do you know it? All that other crap. You already failed. You don't want to listen. You don't understand. Because you're hating. I'm telling you, I got the answer. Instead of going, well, let me see what you got. Oh, well, there's no way you can. Anyways, it's not about me and the haters. Right? It's about this straight up, right now, right? As raw as it can get. Paradox explanation from the Space Luchador himself. So there you go, right? Hope you understand that right there. That's how it works, right? Can't have one without the other. While one is telling you can't do it because it won't work. However, I'll explain. I'm going to try to explain to show you how that does indeed work, all right? The secret in this case is that they do not know about it. So there you go. All right.
This is a rational male truth, if you've ever read that book. Women are not attracted to men who make them feel like they are the center of their world. Women chase men who are already in motion.
Here it is. You understand what she just said is literally what I just said, summed up into a little thing, just rephrased differently, right? It's like, all right, she needs to keyword feel that she is not the center of your world. However, right, all your world is about catching this fish, understand? But like again I said, the only way you can catch this fish is by having all this skill to begin with, is what she said. You understand? So basically you have already in motion, meaning it's too late. There's nothing she can do, understand? There you go. Now I know it's hard to understand what I just said, because on one hand, she's telling you don't do it. On the other hand, she's saying, well, you were already doing it, which is why it works. But there you go. Paradox, all right? Now let me see if she can explain a little better. So that you guys, my listeners, can understand that a little better than my explanation, right? But there you go. Just understand that you have to do it. But again, like I said, she just doesn't have to know, right?
A man who already has purpose, direction, his own ambition, a man whose life is moving with or without her. Every woman has experienced this. She likes a guy.
Yep.
He likes her back. Then he drops everything, his hobbies, his friends, the gym, his purpose. Now he just wants to be with her 24/7. And guess what? Instantly, she loses attraction.
There you go. So, to take it back to, do they even have a choice at all? There you go, right? Homework for you.
Not because she's evil, but because when you make her your mission, you stop being the man that she was drawn to in the first place. Women do not fall for men who orbit them. Women fall for men who have a gravitational pull of their own.
I understand what she just said there, right there. Right? Because I'm about to give you another freebie. All right, now let me see. Do I have a prop here? Well, I do not. So, let's say this is her. This is you. What did she just say? You're orbiting her. Here's the secret. She must be orbiting you. Understand? Which makes you the fisherman. Now, in her scenario, if you're doing this, she is the fisherman and therefore doesn't work. So there you go. Another explanation just like that. Willy-nilly. You're welcome. Hopefully some of you, my listeners, understood, right? So I'll take this time. If you like this video, right, get any kind of value, give me a like, share, subscribe, right? Help me help you, like I always say, right? I could explain all this way better, right? But anyways, let's go ahead and finish this off.
Chapter 3. Become the man other men respect. This is pure female psychology. Women do not choose men. They don't just choose them.
What have I been saying about choice? Again. Proven once again. Now, again, they don't just say it just as I just don't just say it. You know, you gotta beat around the bush. But there it is for you, right? Hopefully you get it, what I'm trying to tell you.
They choose the man that other women want and other men admire. Female desire is socially calibrated. Her brain asks these questions. Who do other women look at? Who do men treat with the most respect?
Now, while that sucks, and it does for all the little betas, right? And every other guy I've ever had an argument with, because you see, they don't like this, right? They hate this premise, right? Because then their whole world turns upside down. Because they do this, right? Where's the love? And what about me? And she don't care. And yes, exactly. I've been saying it in all my videos and all my other videos. It's not about you. It never was. And sadly, it will never be about you until you understand that paradox. Understand? A real man does not care and therefore does not need it. Understand? That's the whole damn point. All right? Although, ironically, everybody, all the guys that fail, oh, I'm supposed to be loved and all. No, you're not. I understand. Furthermore, you don't need it. I already said it. Right there it is. Anyways, let's continue. And this proves my point, what she just said, right? Which I've been saying in all my videos. There it is, as raw as it can get. It's not even about you. It's like, well, who's the guy that all these women want? And who's the guy that all these damn guys want to be? So is it about you? Or is it just about a bunch of damn women wanting this one dude and a bunch of damn guys wanting to be him? And again, that's also a paradox, because all the guys that want to be this dude is because all these women want him. Right? Understand that. And then all the women want this dude because all the guys want to be him. So there you go. Another paradox. Can't have one without the other. And yes, while it's so simple, how I just explained it to you there, it's hard to do because you must understand the mechanics of it. Then you can go about on become this dude, right? But the first problem to an obstacle is to understand this, right? To forget about does she love you or she doesn't. It doesn't matter. You don't need it. Understand? Anyways, let's move on. Let's continue.
Who seems high value in the tribe. A guy she ignored for years suddenly levels up. He gets fit, new job, new confidence, better social circle, more in shape, and suddenly she notices him. Not because he changed for her, but because he increased his social proof and his value, and now her instinct sees him completely different.
Correct. Understand how that works. Now that's another one, right? I see plenty of guys that I coach fail here because they're like, well, she didn't like me before, and now look at her. She wants me, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and it's personal, right? They took it personal, and furthermore, they leveled up so that she could come back. Understand? Another paradox. If you did all this crap to get back at her, you fail in the mission. You understand? You failed. You didn't learn. You did all this work because you're on a mission for reckoning, right? For revenge. So when the opportunity does come back for you to get what you wanted in the first place, right? You fail. You drop the ball because you took it personal. And this happens all the damn time, right? And as far and I try so damn hard, right? And I explain it over and over again. For some reason, guys just don't. The hate is so right, strong, right? The revenge is like screw it. They're gonna get the revenge. Period. That's what you, my viewers, should not want to do, right? You guys should be better than that. Understand how simple this really is, right? So that you can level up for all the right reasons and win, right? Take the W's, not the L's. But anyways, let's continue.
If other men admire you, women are going to desire you. Chapter 4. Master your emotional control. Women test men often, not always consciously, but biologically.
There you go. So a little bit of both. But the point is the test. Now we're going to end here for today's video, right? I'll probably do part 2 because she's got some pretty good points that are helping me so I could explain to you, right, how simple this really is. Just have to connect the dots like I said, right? Now, again, what did she say? Emotional control, which leads me to today's topic, right? Like I said, men's behavior in relationships. All this can be summed up literally, right, to your emotional control or any kind of control, period, right, over yourself, your behavior. Understand? And this behavior will be tested, period, right, by a little bit of half and half, like she said, right, biologically, right, knowingly and not knowingly, basically subconsciously, right? Like again, it's just what it is, right? This is what they do. They must. How many times do I have to say it? They must. They have to. It is the only way to check your integrity, also your behavior. Understand? That's all it really is. That's why I always say it's business. It's not personal. It's only business. You're doing business. And while that it may be a big letdown to some of you lovebirds, right? that want to be in love and all that will come when you become a master. Understand? But it will not come if that's what you believe, right? In a world that's sadly in love and war, this is what it is, right? That's how it is. That's as simple as it can get, and a simple explanation you're not going to get anywhere on the internet than what I just explained to you right there, right? So there you go. All right, now let's see. Where do we go from here? I was gonna pull something up, but it's not needed. So there you go. I'll probably do what? You know what? I'm gonna give you one more point. How about that?
A woman's
All right,
nervous
let's
system wants to feel safe. If your emotions react to hers, she feels unstable. When you hold your frame and you let hers absorb into yours, she feels secure. She gets emotional. She overthinks. She starts to spiral. Weak men match that energy. They panic, they argue, apologize, and overreact. Strong men do not flinch. They stay grounded. They slow their breathing. They lower their voice, and they speak calmly. And instantly, her emotion comes down to match his stability. Women also melt for men that they cannot emotionally shake. Chapter 5.
There you go. So perfect ending. She literally just explained to all of you, just like that, how it works, right? She throws a bone to the dog, right? Weak guys run to the bone, lose their shit, and before you know it, you lost all control. There you go. It's just that simple. What times have I said it, right? So, like I said, and I've said in other videos, this is what a real man, and I know a lot of guys and a lot of people out there need it, don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They hate when someone says a real man. And the reason they hate it is because they're nowhere near being a real man. So instead of trying to be it, right, as Marcus Aurelius once said, right, do not try to be, or actually, do not argue on what a real man is. Be one. So there you go. I'll see you on the next Space Luchador program.